And it's on Real Radio. Great song. We love it. And Danny's with us this morning. It's Jagger and Woody on Real Radio.
It's 8:42. Do you know what? I wish you could have been a part of the off-air stuff there, because as the song was playing, Danny was explaining who was doing what and why that was there and stuff. And it was just a privilege and an honour to experience that, sat next to the guy who's involved in the song massively and explaining it all to us. So
thanks, man.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, well, it's nice actually, because it's one thing writing it in the studio, but it's another thing to hear it on the radio. And that's why I like down here and just kind of experiencing this with you guys. It's exciting for me, you know.
I've never seen my co-presenter Jagger gush so much at a celebrity guest.
Honestly,
I know lots of women go weak at the knees when you're about Danny, but for Jagger to do the same, you know, it's quite.
I'm all about the music, Woods, you know that, and I'm a massive fan because my wife's a massive fan as well, for more than one reason, obviously. she wanted to come in today, but there was no way that was happening.
You're bad. You're bad.
My wife and Charlie came to see you guys play at the Motorpoint last year, and what struck me about the band, first of all, you were fantastic live. It was just like the album as well, you know.
Yeah.
It was not a lot of changes, but what you did do, you sat down on stage and explained your songs to us, and you reeled us in that way. You know, it was already reeled in anyway, but
that's right. We actually learned that from Paul McCartney. We got the massive opportunity to go over and support him in Shea Stadium, and we did maybe 8 shows in America with him. And we were in New York, and we were backstage, and Paul was chatting to us, and he said, you know how you get to reel them in? He said, tell them a story. You know, you don't need to have these massive intros or explosions to kind of reel people in. He said, just tell them how you actually wrote the song. And later on that night, we went out on stage, and we were watching Paul performing. And it was on a first name basis, you know, Paul. I've just dropped the Sir automatically now. I'm sure I'll get in trouble for that. No, but, you know, Sir Paul was out playing, and 80,000 people were screaming his name. And he just turned around and he said, you know, I was wondering what I would say to Paul, or sorry, what I'd say to John if John was here today. And the 80,000 people just went from screaming to absolute silence.
Wow.
And I just seen the power of the truth. Is an incredible thing, you know, and that's what we try and do, is just let people in. You know, we're not too cool for school. You know, I think you can't be emotional and too cool for school at the same time. So we chose to be emotional, and that's the truth, you know, because our songs are the truth as well. You know, they come from the heart. You know this. We're made of emotion. That's what we are as a band, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. What you did to that song, then you give it 2 angles, because one, a lot of people might just like your songs because it's a nice tune.
Yeah.
But then when you did that as well, it also told us what that song was about and why it meant so much to you and why it was written, you know, and why it was done.
Yeah, and you see the response. Man Who Can't Be Moved is one of those songs that, you know, it's now surpassed the band. Other people, it's like they wrote it.
Yeah.
And that for me, every time we get out on stage, you know, I start the song knowing that I'm not going to get to the end because the crowd are going to take it over. And that's a really powerful thing, that, you know, to be able to write something in my deepest, darkest moments. It's like a diary. Songwriting for me is like pouring my heart into a diary, but then to have that amount of people singing your diary back in words of your life back, magic moments, you know.
Did she ever come back?
Yeah. No, we've been texting though.
That's interesting. I'm going to try it anyway, but it's going to be a no. But who is she?
It was one of my ex-girlfriends just before the script started. Yeah.
And you're texting again now?
Well, kind of back and forth. I'm not saying it now. Get out.
That's strong.
You heard it here first on Real Radio.
We're going to watch this space.
Well, let's change the subject for you.
I'm going red. So if you could only you can actually feel the heat coming from the radio right now.
Will you be checking out the Olympics, and are you going to be watching the
I love it.
ceremony?
I love gymnastics. I love the gymnastics, and women's volleyball for obvious reasons.
Let's end it there. Danny from the Script.
Real Radio Breakfast
With heatforce.co.uk.
And of course, Danny from the Script is with us, and I'm like a little boy today. I'm so excited about this.
Hey, listen, how about you guys from the Script get together with Tom Jones and do a remix of Delilah?
Oh man, that's not unusual.
Boom, boom. That wasn't planned, ladies and gentlemen.
Six bomb, you're my six bomb.
Yeah,
Works for me.
Listen, first of all, let's go to our lines and our callers. On line 1, we've got Jill. Hi, Jill.
Good morning.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Tywin in Wales.
Hey, darling, how are you?
Hi, I'm brilliant, Danny. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. None the worse for wear. A little bit overworked and underpaid, but I think that's everybody else here.
Nothing unusual there, then.
Right, so Jill, you're talking to Danny. I mean, come on, what do you want to say?
I want to ask him, what was the deciding factor that brought you to the music business?
The deciding... Wow, that's a good question. The girls. Only joking, no. I think, when I was younger, my father was a massive influence on me. He played piano behind like Tom Jones, Roy Orbison, and he was signed to the Beatles publishing company. And you know, seeing him being able to express his emotions through music. He used to be a piano player. He was like a very much so a man's man. He wouldn't cry that much, but he could reduce people to tears by playing a musical instrument. And I found that was so helpful and important for me to be able to express myself. That, you know, I guess I followed in his footsteps really by playing piano and singing. But yeah, he would have been my guiding light, I guess, into the industry.
I can certainly see why. Amazing.
All right,
Jill.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
darling.
you, Danny. Bye.
Thanks, darling. See you later.
We've got Emma from Cardiff online. Hi, Emma.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Danny.
Hi, Emma. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm really well, thank you. How are you?
I'm amazing, actually. Yeah, really good.
Good. I just wanted to ring and tell you what a huge fan of the script I am, and I just heard your new song, and I think it's amazing.
Oh, thank you very much. Have you been to see us?
I have. I went last year. and
Yes,
I
you
thought
did. I've just realised this is my wife on the line here.
Yeah, what?
This is Emma, my Emma. What you do? What you doing on here? I told you can't come on.
I want to speak to Danny, not you. I was just getting to the best part.
Oh, well, I'll shut up for a minute, shall I? You carry on.
So come here. Are you coming to the next script gig? Are you?
I definitely am. Mind you, I wasn't allowed in today, so I thought I'm going to have to ring and get to you.
Well, listen, love. I'll give you backstage passes anytime.
You'll do what?
I'll leave the husband at home, though. Is that all right?
That's no problem. Yeah, leave your husband at home gig. We'll do that one. Yeah, no problem.
You get back in that kitchen right now.
Thank you, Emma.
See you, love.
Speak to you later, lady.
We've got Kerry online. Kerry, where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello.
Kerry, where are you calling from?
Carnarvon.
Right.
You're through to Danny. What would you like to say?
Hey, love. How are you?
Hi. One of you tweeted yesterday, we've got some announcements for the UK fans today.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Sorry. You tweeted yesterday that we've got some announcements for the UK fans.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're going to do that a little bit later on. I can't really do it right now, but yeah, we've got a big announcement later on.
Really?
So, yes, stay tuned to Twitter. Twitter.
Twitter. Nice try though, Kerry, but no cigar on this occasion. Bye-bye, darling.
Thank you, Kerry.
Thanks, Kerry. Bye.
Danny, just give us your Twitter address.
It's
then.
_@script. That's it. Yeah.
And that's it. If you get on there, you can follow what's going on, what that big announcement's going to be. What time will that be? Have you got any ideas?
Oh, I think later on. I'm the only one that can kind of get up this early in the morning. The rest of them are like rock o'clock. Rock o'clock about 4 o'clock, maybe something like that. Yeah.
All right. Are you still in touch with Bo, by the way?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, because there was rumours at the time about you and Bo. Is that rubbish or?
No. I think the press took it and ran with it. You know, they seen a choreography piece that we had done together on the show for Read All About It, the Pro Green song, and you know, everyone's like, "Oh, you were right in each other's face, and you're about to kiss and all this stuff." I'm like, look, it's BBC choreography, you know. You know, everyone loves a good romance story. I think everybody kind of bought into it, but you know, I was like, what are you going to do? Just let everybody run with it. It was fun at the time, but now there's nothing behind it.
So, are you going to work with her in the future, perhaps?
Yeah, we wrote a great song together, actually. That I don't know, fingers crossed, would be one of her singles. But she has such a unique voice. You know, she's a really, really talented singer and writer. And obviously that's why she got to so far in the competition she did. And the main thing is she didn't lose any credibility. She got there by being her.
Yeah, of course.
You know, well, I wasn't trying to give her pop songs or things that I didn't think she could do. But yeah, she's amazing. She's great.
Just before we go, when you went on The Voice, did your album sales go through the roof? Because I know you had massive sales anyway, but did it improve the sales?
Yeah, it really did. I think everybody on the panel enjoyed, you know, healthy record sales after. I guess it's just a byproduct of you being on a show that's that massive. I mean, it's the biggest launch of an entertainment show ever on BBC. You know, and which beat out X Factor, Idol, all these shows, Britain's Got Talent.
It seems to be less contrived than the others. You know, the others these days, as time's gone on, look to be overproduced a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say who, but
yeah, the main reason why you know, the contestants went on The Voice originally was because they knew that they wouldn't get edited in any wrong way. You know, and I think it's for fear of being ridiculed was the reason why The Voice was such an option for them. And you know, we love to think that everybody who's come on has left with their head held high. You know, and that's all you can really ask from them, especially from entertainment shows and a reality show as well. It's hard not to kind of throw people under a train or try and, you know, show them a bad side or something like that. But no, everyone, I think, did a great job, yeah.
Well, I could sit here all day and chat to you.
Good, let's do it.
Yeah, but
so could your wife as well, apparently.
All day?
Well, of course he will. He's enjoying my company.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, Danny, It has been a pleasure to have you in the
listen,
studio
thanks
this
again,
morning.
guys.
I noticed that lots of staff have turned up extra early. They don't normally be until half past 9 or something, but here they all are.
We're going to tweet some pictures on my profile at Real Radio Jagger with Danny as well. And he's also on our vending machine. There's a picture on there at Real Radio Wales. Danny, it's been a great pleasure. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
lads. Listen, you guys as well have supported the script from our first single. I remember being here. You guys were rocking We Cry. So
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Danny from the script. Jason Howells next with his Feel Good Flashback. He's back to 1989. Have a great Thursday.
Real Radio Breakfast
with heatforce.co.uk.